Welcome to Kwanzaa. Today is the first day. Usually we start Kwanzaa off with the greeting, the Swahili greeting, Habari Gani. Habari Gani means what's the news, or, in the neighborhood, we say what's the good word. And the word of today is Umoja, and Umoja means unity. And we'll go a little further into that in a second. So when I say Habari Gani, the response is Umoja for today. This is day one, December 26th. All right. So I'll give you a little history. The word Kwanzaa comes from matude ya Kwanzaa, which means the first fruits of the harvest. And Kwanzaa itself is a festival. Matude ya Kwanzaa is a festival. It's a South African festival where they celebrate the first fruits of the harvest, and it's usually celebrated at the end of December into January. And it's a South African celebration. Kwanzaa was adopted by Dr. Milano Karange for African Americans as an African American celebration in place of the commercialized Christmas that was being practiced in the U.S. in like the 1960s. So he brought and introduced the African American community to Kwanzaa in 1966. We celebrate Kwanzaa from December 26th to the 1st of January. The reason for him doing that again is because he wanted to take that time of year, the last week of the year, to reacclimate and readjust the Black family and to reunify us so that we can look forward towards the future and start to focus on those skills and those principles that will make us successful. Kwanzaa is based upon 7 principles, Nguzo Saba. And those Nguzo Saba means principles, 7 principles. Today, we'll practice the first principle, which is unity, Umoja. All right, so let's go over the basics. So usually for Kwanzaa, you're going to start with your 7 candles. 1 black candle in the middle, and you're going to have 3 red candles on the side. And then 3 green candles on the opposite side. Each day you're going to light a candle. First day, Umoja is the black candle, meaning unity. Okay, you're going to have another basket here with fruit in it, fruits, vegetables, or what have you, harvest foods. Right, so in mine, I have some avocados, a yam, and a bell pepper. And then I got some dates. So you're going to fill yours with things that you can eat. Me personally, moving forward, I like to take this week and kind of fast throughout the day. And then at nighttime, have fruits and vegetables for the 6 days. And then on the 7th day, I would go back to eating like food, right? So that's what I would do. And that's just my personal perspective. You got to have a plant. The plant is going to come in handy when we get into libations. And then you want to have water. So I put my water in here. You can use, you can put it in a wooden bowl or what have we. This water I'm going to drink during libations, and you'll see how that goes. And then you'll pour this water from here for each person. And we'll go there. So you have the candles, you got your food, you got your setup. Usually there's a fabric. My fabric is black, and you have a plant. Me personally, I like edible plants. So not those types of edibles, but I like my plants to be edible. So I have rosemary here, and I'll groom and nurture and water and feed my rosemary plant throughout the year. Try to keep it alive, and I'll use it to eat. So I'll use it to spice my food with and use it as an herb for my food. So we're going to start over. Let's try it again. So when I say Habari Gani, you say Umoja, right? All right. So normally when people come over, they knock on the door and the greeting is Habari Gani, and they're supposed to give you the word of the day. I like to play a little game with the kids and ask them 3 times, like the secret password. So that's what I do to get them acclimated to it. All right. So Habari Gani, and the news or the good word of today is Umoja. We're going to start by paying libation. So usually there will be a room full of people, and everyone, since we got COVID and stuff going around, it's kind of unsanitary to all drink from the same cup. Normally we would all drink from the same cup, but you can get little Dixie cups or whatnot and give everyone their sip of water, and then we can pour the plant, we can water the plant at the table. Normally the eldest person in the room will be responsible for pouring the libations and giving the lecture on the word of the day. So let's try it. So we're going to make right now, we're going to make Tambiko, which is libation. That's how you say libation in Swahili, Tambiko. And libation is when you pay homage to your ancestors. Me, I like to pay homage to my personal ancestors, those that I knew, and I like to have an elder in-house that also knew that ancestor to kind of assist with the libation and lead the libation. But today is just me, so we'll just walk through it. We're gonna get, I have water in here already, but you will pour water into your unity cup. And from this cup, we're gonna make libation. I'm gonna use my rosemary plant, all right? And so we would have this cup, we take this cup and we pour a little into the plant and we say, I would like to pour libation to my ancestors who have continued to give us life and purpose and who made it possible for me to be here today despite the circumstances. The DNA and genetic abilities that I have made it possible for me to survive everything that we've endured in this country and in this life. And at the end of it all, I believe that I'm blessed and that I've had the opportunity to live more of my purpose than the last generations. All right. So we'll pour water and then we'll say Ashe and then I'll sip. Okay. Now, what I like to do at this time is kind of go around the room and allow everyone to pay homage or to pour libation for their ancestor by name. So they can use a grandparent or a parent if you lost a parent, or an aunt or an uncle or what have you, or someone that you were close to, a mentor, what have you, that has passed on into the next life. And we will pour libation for them. And when you pour libation, you want to say Ashe. All right. I like to, after we pour libation, I kind of like to do a prayer and just ask for healing, ask for health and wealth, ask for peace, prosperity, and tranquility, ask for riches, abundance, and prosperity. And then I ask for healing for any ailments that I know that I have and any ailments that I'm not aware that I have. And I ask for everyone that I'm connected to, everyone that they're connected to, and ultimately everyone that we're all connected to as a people. I pray for their healing and their and healing from their sicknesses or illnesses or whatever they're suffering from. And so that would pretty much address the libations portion. And then after that, we're going to light the candle. So Habari Gani, and the word of today is Umoja. And so me being the only person here, I'm the oldest. I'm going to light the candle. And then I'll give you a little bit about Umoja and what it means to us, what it means to me. So Umoja is one of the most important principles. It's obviously the black candle, the only black candle here. And the reason for it being a black candle is because it encompasses everything that we do. We need to, in order for us to survive and to make progress and to grow and succeed, we have to work together. And in order to do that, we're going to have to be united. You can't have any type of success, especially as a people, as a black people, without unity. We need we need to call on our men and our women to unite, because without men and women, we don't have babies. And then we need the men and the women to unite and have babies and to be unified and stay unified so that they can have families, because without unified men and women with children, we don't have families. And then we could take it a step further and say that without the men, the women, and the children being united as a family, we can't have strong communities. Thus, we experience those things that we're experiencing today in our communities and in our families and in our culture. So unity is important. It's important for our community. It's important for ourselves. It's important for our families. And unity is ultimately where we get our love from. So the word of today and the good news of today is Umoja.